All right, hello, beautiful people. This is Portia and Austin Purcell with Living on 56 Acres. And today we're gonna do our second hive inspection on the Patriot hive. Last time we came out, there was no queen, and there was about 4 or 5 queen cells. So today we're looking to see if those queen cells were successful and are laying eggs. Let's see. There's a couple on that front cover. Not a lot though, so they still haven't moved up to this top box. It's kind of a little concerning, but do you see anything on those frames? You can just take that whole box off. But wait, where's your cover? Okay, so what you do, hang on, don't put it down on the ground. Don't put it down on the ground. Just put it, squish it. Always squish a beetle if you see it. Take that box right there and put it crisp, like catty cornered. Yeah. Alright, so put this right here. And we'll actually pull out these because it looks like they haven't built anything on them. And we're going to put our drapes on them to keep them calm while we look at everything because they're used to being in the dark. Okay, so did you want to pull the frames out? Let's start with that first one. Just be careful, like try to pull it out this way and up. Seems like there's kind of more bees in here, which is a good sign we could have a laying queen. Do you see any eggs or anything? Those like little grains of rice. Looks like maybe they're still cleaning up that comb. So yeah, just push it this way. So bring it out a little bit so you don't roll any bees. And then see maybe some nectar on this side, but no eggs or any signs of a queen. Turn it over. Yeah, lots of, oh, look at that. I see a hive beetle in there. It's a really big one. Where? He's over here on this side. In there. So blow out the bees and they'll move out of the way.
I don't see it.
He's up in the comb. It's alright to have a couple. We just don't want a lot. Right there, you see it? Try and get it. You see he keeps coming out. If you see him, squash him. Did you see him come out? So hive beetles can really quickly take over a colony, and we've seen some evidence on the bottom board of this hive that there are some hive beetles. Hang on, keep that out for a minute. You might see lots of hive beetle evidence. Try and get some of that to go down in there.
You got him.
You got him? Awesome. Nice. Good job, babe. You trying to get this rubber band out of here too. Okay, I don't want to get any of the bees though. Yeah. I just popped off last time. I was checking them. Alright, so I think this is where the queen cell started last time. So we'll see if any of them hatched. They were capped, so I would think they would hatch. So got some good bit of nectar, and I think some pollen bread over here. Trying to see if I see any eggs. They can be hard to spot, but we got the sunlight real good behind you. Got some cat brood on here.
That's one in the back, right?
Yeah, let's see. Okay, here, you hold it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some cat brood back there. And I don't see a queen cell. I think this might be where it was. You see that light right there? See these bees with their head in there?
Mm-hmm.
They're getting the nectar out to feed something. So, looks real good. You see how clean it is though?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you want to grab it so you can put it back the way it was. Got a lot of bees on this next one. Lots of bees. Got an ant or something. Alright, so I see a queen cup, which they sell. Oh! Is there a larva in there?
Hey, what is this one here?
Which one?
How big is it?
That's a drone. Got all excited. Let me grab that rubber band. Okay. So hold it. Let me see. I see lots of nectar, some pollen bread, but just lots of empty cells. And I see a queen cup. I don't think I see a larva or anything in there. This is where the queen cell was. But if she just hatched, she could be out doing a mating flight. So we may not see her in here. Hair in my face. Flip it around for me so I can see the other side. Some good looking cat brood in here. I think that's left over from when we got them. Yeah, I don't see any eggs or anything. Some good looking bees. They haven't left, so that's kind of a good sign. I feel like. That's a little bit stunning. Alright, some good nectar, maybe honey in here. Now this is newer cat brood. That is a good sign. When you get done looking at that, you need to flip it. So newer brood, I can't remember the guy's name who came up with it, but it's, you measure it kind of like biscuits, and newer brood looks like a raw biscuit before you cook it, and older brood that is about to hatch looks kind of like a burnt or almost cooked piece of brood. So right here, below, to move them out of your way, and look at the newer color. You see it? Huh? You see it?
Yeah.
So that's a good sign, because there was no eggs or larvae in this hive. That's why I knew it was queenless. Let me see if I can try to put it on the camera. There's lots of good nectar and pollen bread on this side, and all of the queen cells have hatched. So well, maybe we have us a good laying queen in here. Actually, that's just all capped honey. I think I got a little too excited. So right up there at the top where it's lighter, I think it's just capped honey. Let's go this way, right? I think that's just capped honey. I got excited. and they're getting a bit excited. So push all these frames kind of together and I'll cover them up and help them out a little bit. They might have connected them. Yeah. Need to
start connecting by rubber bands.
Yeah, so just slowly, because if they have honey in there, we don't want to, there we go. Oh. I see a rubber band on the ground, actually. So the bees hate rubber bands. They'll actually chew them off. But it just kind of helps them tell us to color in the lines to try and keep their comb in there. And I see some cat stuff right here that's newer. But I think that was nectar last time I came out, so it's probably just cat's honey. So let me hold it and turn it around.
You flip it into the box.
Okay, yeah, so you showed me. So still not seeing any signs of a queen, but if she just emerged, she won't start laying right away. She'll have to do her mating flights. Yeah, this is where it got tricky last time. They had connected it all. Which is where she'll go out and mate with about anywhere from 20 to 70 drones, and she'll have enough fertilization for the rest of her life to lay eggs. This has just got nectar. Oh, these two are like feeding each other. That's interesting. You see anything interesting on that other side? Look it around for me.
There's some weird black stuff going over there.
Ooh. You think we should take that out? They'll clean it. They should if they're. Hold it and see. No, I'm not seeing any eggs. So we'll flip it. And this one's actually connected to the box. You might have to take your tool and try and get it off. We did that last time too. Ooh, they all out mad. I don't know if hopefully they can see that on camera. Yeah. Ooh, that came right at me. Scared me. Yeah, so I don't see anything on this one. Let's see. So take it in with your tool and scrape that comb off for me. So yeah, no eggs, no larva, but all the queen cells that were here last time that were capped are gone. So hopefully they have a queen that is just out on her mating flight. And maybe next time we come, we will see some good evidence that they have a queen. But if not, we might need to intervene and get a queen for them so that they don't leave this hive. But we will put this one back together.
You should put these over here.
No. Keep it in the same order. So we'll push all the frames back. Try to push them all at one time because they'll start connecting together. There we go. Don't see anything. So, shoot. I didn't bring that other frame is missing 2 deep hives. And I didn't bring them. I guess I'll bring them down later today. Oh wow, look how they're all putting their butts in the air. They're sending out a pheromone. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Normally they only do that if the queen is in there and they're trying to tell all their little sisters to come back because she's in here. So alright, for our inner cover, I always forget about the inner cover. Is there a groove on this one? I don't think there was. Okay, yeah, all the other ones had it, sorry. Alright, and that is it for the Patriot. I did not see any signs of a laying queen, but it could be too early on in her birth for her to start laying. So hopefully next time when we come back, because we do have some bees here at the front, let me try and show this to you, that are putting their little rears in the air. Oh no! They are putting their little rears in the air and sending out a pheromone. And they normally only do this like when you capture a swarm and you have the queen and you put her in her box. They'll do this to tell all the sisters that, hey, the queen's in here, this is where we need to go. So that's kind of a good sign. We may just have not seen her, and but she's in there.